Welcome to ScreenRant. Today we're diving into the meaning behind the title of the show, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Most obviously, Skeleton Crew was inspired by the idiom of the same name. Typically, this idiom refers to a small group doing tasks normally performed by a much larger group.
I waited. The Force provided.
In the real world, the term skeleton crew was widely used back during the COVID-19 pandemic-related lockdowns. Due to health concerns at the time, essential businesses had to be kept running by skeleton crews instead of a full staff. This is not unlike the state of the main cast of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. 4 lost kids and 1 adult are scarcely enough to properly leverage the full capabilities of a starship like the Onyx Cinder, especially since that adult has proven himself to be a traitor. That said, there may be more to this title than what meets the eye. As the Pirates of the Galaxy have a penchant for symbolism, there are several other possible meanings behind the title of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Indeed, when Wim, Neil, KB, and Fern first find the Onyx Cinder, they encounter a literal crew of skeletons inside the then-buried starship. SM-33 then later recounts the tale of these corpses. They were the crew of the legendary pirate Captain Tak Renaud, and this almost forgotten skeleton crew is a reminder of the lethal dangers that await every pirate in the galaxy. After all, with each pirate knowing that the next adventure could be their last, every pirate gang could be morbidly called a skeleton crew as well. On that note, however, another interpretation of the title points to something more wholesome.
Captain Sable, the ship is yours.
SM-33 may be a beefy protector to the kids, but he actually seems to be designed to resemble a skeleton, especially when it comes to the shape of his skull-like head. And if the Onyx Cinder actually had a flag, we certainly wouldn't mind seeing the kids flying the classic pirate skull and crossbones flag, but with SM-33 at the center. Then again, the story's not over yet, and the title of the show could actually be a clue about the main plot. As one popular theory goes, the very supervisor of At Attin could just be an advanced android, just like the helpers around the planet. So apart from the Onyx Cinder, it's also possible that At Attin itself is being run by a literal skeleton crew. Androids programmed to do tasks typically performed by a staff of sentience. The humans and aliens who ran At Attin could have been called off for war in distant parts of the galaxy, forcing them to assign a skeleton crew to keep the planet in check. This would certainly explain why At Attin seems trapped in a bubble of dehumanizing false efficiency. It may have been extremely short-staffed for several decades. But what do you think? Could there be some bigger meaning behind the title of Star Wars Skeleton Crew? Tell us in the comments and keep watching ScreenRant.